That said, let's welcome our next guest. We have Mr. Pramod Amthe from InCred Capital, who joins us on the show. Hi, good morning, Mr. Amthe, and thanks a lot for joining in. How are you feeling about the markets? You know, we have earnings season that's upon us right now. And the hope is that we'll see some kind of basing out in terms of earnings downgrades. And things could actually start looking up. Do you believe that could be the case? Or do you think there is still risk to the Nifty EPS assumptions?
Yeah, morning, Nigel. Broadly, we have seen the last 2 months slide in Nifty is being withheld, especially in September, where we have seen some improvement on back of the policy actions by both the government of India and also by the RBI, with which we feel that the near double-digit type of earnings cut on consensus happening for CY 26 and 27 hopefully maybe bottoming out in the September quarter. And definitely there is a reason to hope out or rise the wall of worry versus the slide on the hopes which we had in the last couple of months to turn around in the next quarter onward. So hence, in the earnings season, it will be apt to look at the commentary of the management commentary versus the actual numbers for the September quarter.
All right, so more commentary than the actual numbers would be extremely crucial to track this time around, Mr. Amthe. But you know, I'm looking at your list of outperformers and underperformers, and you've made an addition to that list, Apollo Tyres, and you've made a deletion from that list, E2E Networks. Can you give us the rationale on both, and what is the kind of target that you're expecting on Apollo Tyres from here on?
So clearly, with the post-GST cut, we are looking at two types of plays in the marketplace. One are the companies which will benefit from the volume side, where the customer demand elasticity is much better. Or the second one is where in the last couple of quarters, the intense competitive pressure has led to the margins hitting to the cyclical bottoms. Apollo falls into the second place, where the tire prices or discounting has been phenomenal, and clearly 7 to 8% type of price cuts to respond for GST may not move the needle drastically on consumption, but I think it will bring back sooner the normalcy on margins, especially where the natural rubber is also correcting. So hence, along with that, they have also done a corporate action for the high-cost Netherlands centers being closed and taken into P&L. So that favors broadly the tire stocks, and within that, our preference is Apollo. We clearly exited the upside which has come through from E2E, which we added around 2 months back after nearly a 50% rally on the AI infrastructure boom. We exit in the recent month.
Okay, very quickly, Container Corp is a company that you'll still like. You know, that's been a relative underperformer. You think things will look up from here on? If I look at the list, Container Corp, Camlin Fine, you know, those are the stocks that the target price actually is the highest, even Globus Spirits. So give us quick rationale, which is the best among these three?
So clearly, in terms of a short-term triggers, Globus is where we clearly see some upsides, especially where the recent tenders for ethanol also clearly favor the space for grain-based players, in which Globus is a play on the broader side, along with the brand building which they are doing on the liquor front, where some of the brands are well recognized now and the traction is pulling through. So that's in the short term, but otherwise, if you look at the drivers for Concor is still the connectivity for the DFC happening in the second half. So the volume growth we are expecting to come through as we get into the second half. That's the better one. Camlin is a proxy beneficiary of the duty tariffs which are happening on the global space, especially both in US and Europe, where India is relatively better off versus the peer countries like China. And we expect the production shortfall which happened in the previous quarter to be overcome in the coming quarters and build up from the pricing and the volume action.
Okay, so Globus Spirits as well as Camlin Fine, couple of stocks that you like, which are very, very high target prices from these levels. Appreciate you joining in, Mr. Amthe. A small but effective chat. Look forward to hearing your views in the time to come.